The Hospital Book by Lisa Brown, author of the Airport Book. When I went to the hospital, I cried 9 times. The first time I cried was when my stomach hurt. Mom, Dad, Grandpa! Ow, ow, ow. What's wrong? The second time I cried was when the car went over a bump and it made my stomach hurt more. Blah, 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 blah. Hurry, hurry. Wah, wah, wah. Ow, ow. Don't worry, we're almost there. I want a cookie. Ah. Stay, sweetie. Hello, Dr. Zhivago. I feel all better now. The third time I cried was in the waiting room. There were other kids there too. Some of them were sick. Some of them were hurt. Some of them played games or watched screens or fought with their sisters and brothers. Hang on, love. My arm hurts. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, that's the baby from the front page. Mine. Mine. Mom, Mom, Mom. Not right now. Grandma, I want a cookie. Oh, not right now. It hurts when I move. You'll be okay. A lot of them cried. This one says, Simon, don't worry. You'll be seen quickly. I didn't cry when the nurse took my temperature, measured my blood pressure, or figured out how much oxygen I had in my body. I didn't cry when I got a bracelet with my name on it. There's the bracelet. This just touches your forehead. It's going to feel a little tight. It's squeezy. Don't worry, I'm full of air. The fourth time I cried was when a doctor pressed on my stomach with her hand and asked if it hurt. It did. It's almost done. You're doing great. Does this hurt? How about here? I'm thinking it's appendicitis. Could it be something she ate? She had a ton of cotton candy. It hurts a lot. Maybe you should stop now. I didn't cry when I got a funny robe with ties in the back. Ooh, it's a little chilly. I didn't cry when I got new socks with dots on the bottom of them. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I almost cried when I had to take off my favorite hat, but I didn't, so that doesn't count. The fifth time I cried was because of a needle, even though the nurse put cream on my arm so it wouldn't hurt. It's just gonna be a tiny poke. The first needle took some blood out of my arm, then it made room for a tube. It was still scary, but it didn't hurt. It's called an IV. Medicines and liquids go through the little tube. The sleeve holds the IV in place. Can I get juice in it? I got a sticker because I was brave. I was brave even though I cried. It says, #1 patient. But I didn't cry when a doctor took pictures of the inside of my body. I got to touch the wand and there was jelly on it. It will feel a bit cold. The inside of my body looked like little hairs, or maybe mountains. I didn't cry when the doctor said I needed an operation, but then I saw my mom and dad crying a little bit, so I cried a little bit too. As I suspected, she has appendicitis, but it'll be okay now that we caught it. You'll feel much better very soon. But that doesn't count. The sixth time I cried was when an orderly pushed my bed down the hall. Paging Dr. Watson, elementary, going up. I get to be there with you. You will do great. It was a little scary, but also a little fun. Hi, Dr. Mueller. Hi, Dr. Brown. Hi, Dr. Tessma. Does she have a fever? Look at your mom. Do you like my funny suit? Hello, how's the ride? Paging Nurse Nightingale. The seventh time I cried was when I was in the operating room. I was scared of all the people in masks. I was scared when it was time to wear my own mask. Would you like a cozy blanket? Under my mask, I'm your doctor. You'll be here until you fall asleep. The doctor counted backwards. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. She said I'd be asleep by the time I got to 1, and I didn't believe her. 4, 3, 2, 1. Because I wasn't tired. I didn't cry when I woke up. I had people. I had a popsicle, and then I threw it up. Oops. That happens all the time. And that kid's reading the airport book, which is her other book. The 8th time I cried was when it was nighttime. I cried because my new room was filled with beeping machines. I cried because it smelled funny. And I cried because nurses kept coming in to check on me. The 9th time I cried was because I was lonely. Even though I wasn't alone. And here's the pain scale. If you've ever been to a hospital, it shows this. Are you happy? Kind of happy? Not happy, not sad. In the morning, I didn't cry, even when the pancakes didn't have blueberries inside. I like pancakes best when there are blueberries inside and strawberries on top. How are you this morning? I want pancakes too. Enjoy your breakfast. Oh. She's reading The Magic Mountain. I didn't cry when I walked around the hallway. Once upon a time. What should we eat for lunch? Pizza. Have a sticker. Thank you. Hi. Hi. This is my 3rd time here. How about you? Even when my balloon popped. I didn't cry when I met a dog. It licked my face. I didn't cry when I rode in a wheelchair. It squeaked. Wow. This is service dog Sweetie. Bye. Honk honk. When I got home from the hospital, my stomach didn't hurt anymore. I wasn't scared. I wasn't lonely. I got to wear my own pajamas and my favorite hat and kept the bracelet with my name on it. And my grandpa cried, and my auntie cried, and my brother cried, and my friend cried, and my mom and dad cried, and I cried, but also we were all smiling. So that doesn't count. And they had cookies for breakfast, it looks like. Oh no, those are pancakes with blueberries in them, aren't they? And strawberries on top. So if you ever have to go to the hospital, this book will help you understand what's there and what's going on. Good night. I love you.